think he's just showing off now. Yeah, he looks certainly very happy.
The cameras on him.
The green flag goes up, and pit bike stock 160 is away. Bolsover and Carter side by side into the first corner. Bolsover's got the line and takes the lead. And will they get through safely? It's a good start. They get through the chicane safely.
That was a cracking start by Ava. She's running in second at the moment, followed by her brother Alan.
So Ava Carter through to second place. They pile into the hairpin. Oh, trouble there though for, looks like Barry Crew, I think. Number treble 7 was that on the line. There he goes in last place, finally gets away.
And so that's Aaron Walker sat at the moment in 4th place. Watch out for Aaron. So he's an ex-BSB rider. He's really, really experienced. And so experience plays its hand in these kind of conditions.
7 laps gets underway, then slightly shorter race, of course, owing to the delayed start. Oh, but somebody goes down in second. That's was Ava Carter, wasn't it? It was wiped out on the corner. Looked like the front end just tucked in and she goes into the barriers. Looks like Carter's okay, though.
And Aaron Walker's down.
Aaron Walker's down as well. Oh, on the chicane, just on the approach to the finish line.
It's so difficult coming through that right-hander. So you've got a compression going into the curb and it just drops away from you. The track drops away and you've got to get under the brakes to go around the left-hander before you get into the final bit of the complex. So that's a really, really easy place to tuck the front end.
So drama on the first lap and Matthew Bolsover leads away from Alan Carter in second place. Mark Evans in third. Oh, and another rider down at the top. One of our front runners. May have been, was that Bolsover that went down? There's a rider gone down at the far end of the track, one of our leading group.
Yeah, Matt Bolsover's down. He's actually running down at the moment. Oh no, I think he just took a little bit of a moment. He's running down in third at the moment. That's Luke Westerman down in 4th. Mark Evans is up to second now with Alan Carter out in front.
So Bolsover dropping to third place, and that means that Alan Carter trying to break away at the front. He's got a decent gap. Bolsover battling for second, goes down the inside on the chicane. Oh, and he goes round the outside.
There.
Mark Evans on the chicane, so Bolsover through to second place. The leaders coming round the final corner. Alan Carter is your new race leader. Bolsover recovers to second place. Evans in third, and it looks like another one. Luke Westerman, Ben Lucas, Patrick O'Connor, William Wardler in 7th place, Tom Orland, Jamie Callan and Alex Latham rounding out the top 10. Bolsover trying to close up on the race leader Alan Carter as they go into the far hairpin.
That's Mark Evans coming in a bit of a challenge from Luke Westerman. Luke's a cracking rider. Again, he's really come on this season. Done a few races. He's Ava's other half. Nice bloke, and he's done really well this season to progress as quickly as he has done.
So Ava Carter actually a bit further down the field, currently in 17th place, crashing on the first lap, of course, but she's all right and gets back underway with the rest of the field. Alan Carter, meanwhile, leads the race coming through into the final corner. As we see that great battle of third place, we see number 161 here, Mark Evans, fending off Luke Westerman. Westerman having a look on the outside as they go alongside the finish line. 84 in there as well, Ben Lucas, Patrick O'Connor, William Wardle, Tom Orland,
Lawrence Wardle.
William Lawrence Wardle,
just call him Lawrence Wardle. I keep on getting told it's not William Lawrence Wardle, it's just Lawrence Wardle.
So Lawrence Wardle in 7th place, Tom Orland, Jamie Callan in there. And this battle for third position is getting very close indeed. Mark Evans fending.
That was a good move by Ben there, going
down the
inside.
I don't think Luke Westerman was expecting that one. As Ben Lucas nips down the inside. Great job here, though, for Mark Evans in third place, fending off the riders in these there we see the replay again of that move again. Lucas nips down the inside out of nowhere. And as we cut back,
Luke's gone back up the inside. That's a brave move going into that right hander. So, but the compression, it's so easy to sort the front going into that section.
And it's exciting for third, but it's starting to close up at the front as well as Matthew Bolsover starts to close up on Alan Carter. The third place battle goes charging through incredibly close. You can almost throw blankets over those riders. Here we see the two leaders though, and you'll see just how close Matthew Bolsover is getting to the race leader as the rain starts to come down again. Bolsover is all over the rear wheel of Alan Carter.
On the hairpin. That's Tom Orland and Lawrence Ward have just come together on the left-hand hairpin after the start and finish straight.
So trouble a bit further down the field in that battle for third place. Seems the riders are okay. But Bolsover now recovering from his earlier mistake is all over the rear wheel of Alan Carter coming through into the chicane. This is where Bolsover is strong and closes up again on Alan Carter. They make their way up to the final corner. Carter leads, Bolsover second. Bolsover has a look down the inside on the exit. He's got a great drive down the straight, and what a great move there from Matthew Bolsover. Goes down the inside of Alan Carter with 2 laps to go.
Looking back into this fight for third place, at the moment you've got Luke Westerman seems to have got out the front of this more, with Ben Clucas, Mark Evans and Patrick O'Connor. Mark Evans makes a big mistake going through his chicane after starting finish straight, so Paddy can up down the outside of the hairpin. Is he going to have a look? Oh, couldn't make it move.
Oh, in trouble there, a bit further down. Somebody, the reaction goes down on the chicane, just on the edge of the top 10.
Oh, Ava's down again.
Oh, and Ava Carter goes down again as well.
Bikes in the middle of the track.
Trouble on the first corner with 2 riders going down. Ava Carter's gone down, and another rider just on the edge of the top 10 went down as well. So Wade Yellow's on this final corner as the leaders make their way back towards us. Ava Carter went down just after the first corner. She's on the racing line trying to get the bike restarted. There we see, that's Ava Carter. The marshal just signalling the riders to one side. But Ava Carter appears to be in trouble as the 2 leaders go through. There's Bolsover, Carter in second.
Let's hope that doesn't put Luke Westerman off too much, because he's running in third place quite strongly at the moment.
So Westerman's still in third from Ben Clucas. Mark Evans drops to 5th. But Alan Carter not losing too much ground on Matthew Bolsover. Both looking over their shoulder briefly.
Yeah.
There's a problem.
Matt's catching up some traffic now, so it might allow Alan to catch up a little bit.
Final lap of the race, and Bolsover looks strong, but Alan Carter, can he close up as they approach the back markers? They make their way into the second half of the lap now. There's Carter in second. Bolsover nips down the inside of, that's one of our midfield runners there. Bill Dickens or Mike Smallbones possibly went down just a lap there, but Bolsover looking strong as they make their way in towards the final corner. And in pit bike 160, race 1, it's going to be a race checkered flag for Matthew Bolsover. There he goes, takes the win, fighting his way through. Alan Carter in second place. And who's it going to be in third? It looks like it's going to be Westerman in third.
That was a cracking race by Luke.
Ben Clucas, Mark Evans and Patrick O'Connor running up the top 6. So exciting race there, Matt. Drama filled. There was thrills and spills throughout the field. Yeah. Everyone okay, of course, but very close race.
John Buckle's come down fell on the last lap.
Oh, just on the chicane on the approach to the finish line. We've got that's John Buckle there trying to get the bike restarted. Was in 11th place. But Brendan Allen goes through, so he's going to lose some places on the last lap. But what a fantastic first race there, Matt, in the pit bike 160. There's plenty of action throughout the field.
And that was a cracking battle for third place. He said Luke managed to gap them, but into the mid part of the race, they had about 5 or 6 riders. He said you could throw a blanket over the top of them, and they were running together. Yeah, just grabbed Paddy O'Connor. Just seen you out there in the 160s. You know, obviously we're up here looking at the conditions, looking at the weather, and we can hopefully gauge what it's like. But being out on track, what is it like?
To be fair, mate, it's really grippy out there. I mean, I've just been out in the 160 stock, and to be fair, I'd rate this track as grippy, if not grippier, than Teesside, which is really good
sandpaper, isn't it?
Oh god, yeah, it's mega. It wears your tyres, but no, really impressed, mate. I'm using an extra gear going into corners to sort of equal out the braking force. So instead of just grabbing a whole host of front brake, what I'm doing is knocking an extra gear down to use the sort of engine braking, which seems to be working.
So are you knocking down into, say, second before you're onto last right-hander?
Where I'd normally be in third in the dry, I knock it down into second, to give myself a bit of engine braking on the rear and just short shifting out of the corners.
Yeah, so you're not spinning up the rear tyre.
Exactly, and it seems to be working. I don't know if other people are doing it. Just seem to have a bit of a problem with the gearbox. It's sort of searching for an extra gear when it gets to third. But yeah, apart from that, mate, it's really fun. I'm cold, damp. Yeah, probably got trench foot somewhere, but
my feet are feeling that way already now.
But, we're having fun, mate. So that's the main thing.
Yeah, so we're talking about the youngsters out there and gaining the experience in these kind of conditions. Do you think riding this, even though maybe not as much fun as the dry, do you think it's important for at least to give it a crack?
Oh, definitely. I think a lot of people sort of go out there on a wet track and they really crap themselves over how much grip is available. But I think you just have to sort of keep pushing the limits on a practice day or a track day. And once you sort of find the, you know, where the limit of grip is, then you can sort of utilise that in your race and go quicker.
Absolutely. Well, good luck for race 2, mate.
Thank you
And
very
we'll see you in a
much.
bit.
Pole
Thank you.
position,
Cheers, Matt.
he's psyched up and ready to go. Green flag goes up. And away they go. So Bolzover gets the jump into the first corner. Aaron Walker, Ava Carter in there as well as they pile through the chicane. Oh, looks like Walker goes down the inside of Carter. But Matthew Bolzover with a good clean start tries to break away. Looks like Carter may have gone back through to second though from Aaron Walker. Very close battle at the start of the race. The rain now stopped on the track. Still very wet and treacherous. Looks like Walker in second, Carter in third place.
3 abreast going into that right-hand hairpin, really, really tight. That was Mark Evans, Luke Westerman and Paddy O'Connor having a bit of a battle. They're battling for 4th at the moment.
And we'll see how that one develops, though, because Luke Westerman, Paddy O'Connor, Mark Evans all in there in that first race. Very, very close indeed.
And Tom Orland, he's come through. He's ahead of Mark Evans now. He's going to try and tag in the back of Paddy.
So Bolzover making his way into the final corner, breaking away slightly at the front now from, looks like Aaron Walker still in second place. Walker now clearing second from Ava Carter. Oh, and Paddy O'Connor battling through there, trying to get past Luke Westerman. Tom Orland, Mark Evans, Lawrence Wardle in 8th place, Ben Lucas, and John Buckle rounding out the top 10.
That is a question. Luke's running at the moment. He's running in 4th at the moment with Ava in 3rd. Ava's looks for the half. I think, is he going to make a bit of an aggressive move down the inside, or is he going to hold back a little bit maybe?
Well, let's hope we're a gentleman and not be too aggressive.
Yeah, not be too aggressive. I just think the red mist will just descend.
Or Ava Carter might just see him there and pull away, you never know.
Well, you never know.
Because Ava Carter is in 3rd place. There she is, and holding off. Oh, as Paddy O'Connor has a little look down the inside.
He dropped down too many gears, and he dropped down into, went to go down to 2nd gear, but it looks like the gearbox dropped down to 1st. I completely locked up the rear wheel.
Which means that Luke Westerman breaks away, and here we are. That's the 2 partners there. So Ava Carter just ahead of her other half, Luke Westerman. Westerman keeping the pressure on in 4th place. Paddy O'Connor still in 5th place. Oh, as we see Westerman have a look down the inside of Carter. But Ava Carter's got the line under braking. Paddy O'Connor just a little bit further behind in 5th place. And again, Westerman has a look down the inside. But Ava Carter has the line covered. She gets back on the power. So Westerman has a glance over the shoulder. You can see he's got a clear track. He's going to try again down the inside. There's certainly no quarter given and none taken in this battle of 3rd place. As Carter gets back on the power, Westerman really putting the pressure on. Through the chicane they go. Paddy O'Connor starting to close up really quick under braking, and this time doesn't go for the inside in the chicane where he did on the last lap.
You can see the frustration with Paddy. He really wants to get past these 2, and it seems to be really holding him up now.
So O'Connor gets the line
That's
at the
it.
final corner, side by side on Westerman. Oh, and they take each other out on the first corner. They lock handlebars. Paddy O'Connor and Luke Westerman both going down, and it looked like O'Connor took the brunt of that fall. Racing incident, they locked handlebars, both going for the same part of the track. They get back on their feet.
We'll see if we can get a replay of that to have a look at it.
But we just saw them both going for the, here we go. So O'Connor down the inside, thought he had the line, but Westerman came back, and that really was just a racing incident.
Just a racing incident, really. Paddy was in the inside, held his line, and Luke just came into him. Red flag.
There has been shown a red flag in this race, so I presume that is because of the crash on the first corner, I think, between O'Connor and Westerman, possibly.
I can't see anything else.
Let's see if there's any other reason, but red flag has been displayed. Of course, Paddy O'Connor was down for a bit of time, so maybe they've just done that as a safety precaution. We'll see if we can see that crash again. It was quite spectacular.
Yeah, see if we get another replay of that crash of Paddy.
And we saw Paddy O'Connor fighting back. The race looks like it's going to be restarted for the remaining few laps as Bolzover takes his place on the grid. The red flag due to the accident, we presume at least, due to the accident between Luke Westerman and Paddy O'Connor. Here we go, and here we see again, O'Connor goes down the inside, takes the line. Westerman just comes fighting back on the outside. And as we say, that was just a classic racing incident, really. Both riders going for the same bit of track. No one was going to give there.
No.
That's just how it is, really.
And
So
it's difficult going into that first right-hander. So you're up the hill, you're not really on the brakes too hard, using that engine braking to slow you down. And yeah, unfortunately they came together. It's a shame. That's the end of Paddy's day.
So both riders seemingly, I don't see Westerman back there actually. Going to see if he's lining up.
Yeah, he's on the grid.
down there.
He's on the grid.
But Paddy O'Connor, we haven't seen him back. It was down for some time. He's got the bike restarted and away from the accident area, but it looks like O'Connor's out, which would be a shame. He was in good form there. So we'll find out. I think Matt is going to see what's going on over there, but a bit of a delay here at the start. Whilst we find out what's going to happen with this restart. I don't know if there's any oil dropped on the first corner. The marshal's having a look on the first corner. Of course, we had the cement dust from the incident in the previous 140 race, but earlier on today. So, pit bike stock 160, red flagged at the moment with Matthew Bolsover was your race leader. Aaron Walker in second place, Ava Carter in third. And we see Luke Westerman, Paddy O'Connor fourth and fifth. They were the two riders who brought out the red flag, of course, with that incident on the first corner. Mark Evans, Tom Hall and Lawrence Wardle in eighth place. Of course, he had that trouble at the start of the race, but recovers well. As the riders go back out on a formation lap. And they'll be back on the way. Just a few moments. Looks like Paddy O'Connor not taking part in the restart.
And Luke Westerman's just pulled up on the start grid. I think he's got. I don't think he's got an issue with his bike, but his left hand's looking a little bit sore. The marshals or the clerk of the course is over there having a quick chat with him.
So Luke Westerman gets back on the track. Let's hope he gets back underway. Good to see, of course, we've got some shout-outs here from Carol Wardle for Lawrence, who... Now, we thought, of course, that Lawrence Wardle had gone back to the pits, but he got the fault repaired.
No, he's back out there now.
When the flag came out, of course, he was in 8th place and looking strong, so we'll see how Lawrence Wardle gets on.
And the rate of attrition for today...
well,
we've got Alan Carter out of this race. We've got now lost Luke Paddy O'Connor. I think Luke Westerman's really is carrying an injury now. He's riding around, but his left hand's off the bars. So hopefully Lawrence can maybe on for a podium. Or maybe Tom Orland, you never know.
You never know, it's looking close at the moment. At the moment, Matt Bolsover is the rider to beat. But of course, still a couple more races to go, and Bolsover looks confident today, but he's just got to make sure he stays out of trouble. Was looking strong before the red flag came out, so that means that Alan Walker should be up there as well, number 133. As the flag goes up, Ava Carter there as well. And look and see where Westerman is. He's making his way to the pit. So the flag goes up and the restart of 160 gets underway. Oh, Ava Carter, what a start. Round the outside of Bolsover.
Whoa, what a move.
Ava Carter, a fantastic start. There goes round the outside of Matt Bolsover.
She caught Matt sleeper then, didn't she?
So Bolsover going to try and fight back. She certainly timed that to perfection. Goes round from third to first place in one corner. Walker in third.
Matt's on for a race here.
So Bolsover trying to fight back now as Carter guards the inside line. Walker third. Looks like Evans and Ben Lucas there battling for fourth place as Bolsover has a little peek down the inside. Goes for the corner. Oh, but Ava Carter has that covered. Bolsover fights back down the inside though. Round the back straight they go up towards the chicane, and Matthew Bolsover sweeps through into the lead. Walker tries to follow into second place, but Matthew Bolsover, I think,
Ben
was
Kluke and Mark Evans nearly come together then on that left-hander.
Very close start to this race. Lawrence Wardle fighting through the field as well, but Matthew Bolsover was caught napping at the start of the race. Retakes the lead as Alan Walker goes down the inside of Ava Carter, but Carter covers the line. Walker in third. Evans still in fourth place. Ben Lucas, Tom Orland, Lawrence Wardle seventh. John Buckle, Barry Prue and Brendan Allen running up the top 10. As Ava Carter has to defend a hard fighting Aaron Walker in third.
Aaron took a really wide line on that first hairpin to try and get the drive down the straight, but he hasn't got the legs to get underneath Ava coming into that right-hand hairpin.
So Ava Carter again riding defensively into the corner, making Walker do all the work. Bolsover pulling away at the front now as Ava Carter holds on to that second place. But again, Walker goes down the inside on the chicane. Oh, it's going to be tight.
Tight move.
And, oh, Aaron Walker, that was very brave on the inside there. That could so easily have gone wrong.
You could see the back end squirming there. He was going to that left-hand corner.
So certainly Aaron Walker taking the opportunity. Oh, as Mark Evans sweeps into the inside of Ava Carter now into fourth place, with Ben Lucas, Tom Orland and Lawrence Wardle just a bit further behind. But Aaron Walker has to be so brave there down the inside on that chicane from Ava Carter. And here we see Carter with Ben Lucas and Tom Orland in there now as well. There's Orland just at the back of that little trio of riders. Matthew Bolsover leading the race by 3.1 seconds.
That was funny, wasn't it? Ava definitely caught Matt napping at the start of that
Certainly
race.
did at the start. So Ava Carter had her moment there at the start. Look out though for Tom Orland, who's starting to move up now. He's battling away with Ben Lucas as they come into the chicane. Ava Carter just ahead. Aaron,
Oh, down.
And that's
Just
Ava
touched
Carter.
the
Oh,
front.
Ava Carter goes down. She get the bike running? Yes, she has. So after a brave start to the race, Ava Carter battling at the front, drops out of the top 10. This means we're talking about Lawrence Wardle, of course. We weren't sure he was in the race. He's through to 5th place now.
Look at Tom. He's up
And
to 4th now.
Tom Orland, he's in 4th. And there we see the replay again of Ava Carter going down.
Just took the front end. Going, it's getting that left-hander going onto that final right end.
Matthew
Bolsover.
Bolsover.
It's quite difficult.
Race leader then, Bolsover going down the back straight. And I see Tom Orland starting to pressurise Mark Evans with 1 lap to go. Looking good though for Bolsover. So Matthew Bolsover had that fright at the start of the race when Ava Carter went through, but holding on to take the win, although Aaron Walker started to close up in the final stages, but doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Matthew Bolsover around the final corner, number 421, will take the checkered flag. Race win for Bolsover. Aaron Walker in 2nd place, Mark Evans in 3rd. Tom Orland in 4th, and battling to the line, Lawrence Wardle goes through in 5th place. Ben Lucas right on his tail. So great fight back there for Lawrence Wardle to 5th place, holding off Ben Lucas, and Tom Orland narrowly missing out on the podium. So another drama-filled race here at Rowrah for the Pit Bike Stock 160 race number 2. But Matthew Bolsover rising above the cream of the crop there and taking another race victory.